angel board. Talk with angels and spirit guides. Okay, it's currently unavailable, but
well, the name Ouija is just a trademark. It's
right,
just a
exactly.
name.
It's a spirit board at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
this one actually says, talk to angels and spirit guides. The Guiding Light Angel Board is a message board that will help you connect with your angels on a higher level. Angels and guides can be our messengers to our life's difficult questions when we're faced with obstacles. The Guiding Light Angel Board will give you clear guidance about family, career, health, love, or other issues of importance. Yeah, so it's essentially telling you that, you are contacting angels, right? So then we have another one that, let's see what the marketing is on this one. This one here, what does it tell us? Oh, this one says it has a sentimental poem that goes with it. So, it doesn't really say, but here's a perfect example. And I don't want to invade anyone's privacy, so I'm leaving out a lot in these comments. But, right away, someone says, my mom passed away. Will I be able to talk to her with this board? Will angels come and tell me where she is? And thankfully somebody gave her a very intelligent answer about, not inviting things that you don't want. But then someone else says, it's not at all, it's angelic energy. So it's all loving and connected to the angels. And, then there's, of course, always smart comments. Like someone said, have you ever seen The Exorcist?
Yeah.
But,
well, that's exactly where the fear that people have of
Ouija,
I'll call it equipment. That's exactly where the fear comes from.
Yes.
I believe it started with The Exorcist. And right. Of course, now you have the current crop of paranormal films, such as Ouija and, the Conjuring series.
Yes.
And everything else that has been produced recently. And so that's where the fear of these boards and using them comes from, I believe.
Yeah, well, I think so too. So here's a really interesting one, and this is not an angel board, but it's really weirdly, like you were saying, marketed towards kids. It's called Spirit Island, a game, and it's got like pirate ships and all kinds of stuff on it. But at the end of the day, it says it's a strategy game, but it's sort of, marketed under the same guise as like the Ouija board, but not quite the same, but still, going into these things, Archangel Communication Board. So this one comes with like a Ouija, but then it looks like it's got, from what I can tell in the picture, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archangels like tarots lined up across it with a yes and a no. So, it looks pretty. But here's another one here. So the description: have you ever wanted a direct line of communication to the angelic realm? Now you have it. The Archangel Board is a spirit communication board. Unlike the Ouija board, this board is built from the ground up with positive energy and high vibrational spiritual tool. It can help you communicate and receive guidance from angels, specifically the archangels and other beings of love and light. You can use it by yourself or with friends. It comes with a booklet and all the information about the archangels.
All right.
So you can guarantee that this is only, built from the ground up with positive energy. Well, by looking at it, it looks to me like it's made in China, like most of them. So unless you have a Reiki practitioner or, a spiritual person, doing whatever they need to do to these boards the minute they're rolling off the production line, again, it's, to me, it's just a marketing ploy. And I think it's a way to sell the idea of the Ouija board in a pretty package, right? You know, that really is it. I know that there will be people out there that might argue with us. They might tell us we're wrong, you know, and that's okay. You're entitled to that. I mean, in all reality, our show is often our opinion of things because that's what we have to base it on, our experience, right? The things that we have done or the things that we have experienced in our paranormal workshops and our paranormal, you know, investigations, and over the, you know, thousands of readings that I've done for people over the years, you know, and seances and all of these different things. It's just one of those one of those things. But you know, there's always going to be people that will argue that we are not, you know, we don't know. And I'm going to say, I don't know everything. Sure. You know, I'll be the first person to admit that there's a lot of things I don't know. But at the same time, I'm fairly confident in believing that, you know, something dressed up in a pretty package and, you know, has some angel wings on it, or, you know, some images of archangels, does not make it any different than what it really is. And it is a spirit communication board. And that's all fine and good. But can you actually say that it's safe to use and only will access angels or higher love and light? I don't think so. So I think the marketing is very misleading on the product, you know, as in terms of the actual usage. So let's talk about this. You, like you said, you've used Ouija board, but you've not really had any interaction.
Zero. I've had zero luck.
Right. And so, you know, and I've used them off and on, very, you know, randomly, often with other people who want to use them, so that I'm sort of in on it and I can decipher a little better what's happening. I think at the end of the day, it's another tool that can be used if you know what you're doing. And, you know, we did mention that it's like, it's best to know what you're doing. Because when you don't know what you're doing, you're inviting trouble.
Yeah, big time.
And, you know, whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it, you're just doing it because it's a lark or it's fun, or I want to try it and I want to see if something spooky or scary happens, or if, you know, I get a communication from an angel or, you know, a light being. You know, it's precarious at best. You know, it's like, if you want to do that, please, you know, have somebody with you that understands what is out there in terms of energy and what can come across, you know. And when I say across, I mean, for me, I just feel like they're all here anyways. I don't think there's another place for them. I just think that they are just part of the universal energy field. So when you're calling them in, it's just if you are, you know, vibrating on that same energy wavelength as that, and that will dictate a lot too, right? As to who you are as a person, your energy, who you may communicate with. I know for myself that I tend to really communicate with what I like to call very low or deep, heavy, dark energy. You know, I will get those really negative things, and it's not because I'm a negative person. It's just, I think it's because my vibration level is lower and it's stronger than sort of a mid-range, or if there's somebody that vibrates at a very high level, they may pick up on different things, right? And I've experienced this working with different mediums over the years, and I love to do that. I love to go on an investigation with, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 other mediums, because it really offers a much better picture of the location that you're at because we vibrate at a different level. We're going to pick up on different things, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, I may never